Hi guys, how are you? I'm fine. Come with me as I go to get my electric JUKI machine. So this was the outfit of the day. It was at one day on my birthday eve. It was kind of a birthday gift from a very special person to me. So here I was feeling myself. See how nice I look? So I alighted at Pika Makongeni. So the line was quite long. There was not enough super metro. There are other means of transport, but I prefer using super metro because it takes shorter time to reach where I was going, to reach Nairobi, and it's convenient. Like, it doesn't alight unnecessarily. It goes where you're supposed to go direct. So the line here was moving, the cars were many, and we started our journey of leaving Thika. I was so excited actually. So the only way I knew that we have left Thika is when I see these two lines. See, I don't know where this other path goes. I think it's Muranga or Nakuru. I don't know actually. But we took this other route and we headed out of Thika. I think this way shows you when you are leaving Thika actually. So we left Thika, and if I say I was happy this day, is an understatement. Like, I was so excited. I don't know what to say. Like, having to buy that machine meant a lot to me and to the brand I'm growing. And just stay with me as we see how everything went. So here we entered the superhighway. You can see it is that is Tibbs College. Actually, I noticed on that video that Tibbs College is next to the superhighway. I've never noticed until I started recording. I have never noticed. So here we are on the superhighway, and the only place I know is, I don't know if this is Juja or this is Waitavia. Actually, I don't know. But every time I see this bridge, this mountain of soil, I feel like I get closer to entering Thika if I'm coming back from Nairobi. If I'm from Thika going to Nairobi, I always feel like now the journey has started, that feeling like, yeah, now we have actually left Thika completely. So on our way to Nairobi, it actually started raining out of nowhere, and it was actually a cold morning, but in Thika it doesn't rain that much. So coming to the super highway na kukaanza, and it started raining. Hey, it was cold, and you see, I didn't have even a sweater. And the place I was seated in, the driver prefers to keep the windows open. A few minutes, the sun was already shining. Like, the weather around the highway is so unpredictable. I don't know how it happens, but it's always so unpredictable. See how much we have been able to develop the transport system in Kenya. Like, transportation has become so smooth. So this is the famous tunnel. So this tunnel, there are cars that goes one way and others goes these other straight ways. So many small cars, personal cars, they go that way. I've never known where those cars go. I've actually, but I would want to know where they go. I think I should buy a car. I should buy myself a car and travel and see what's happening. So I was going to a light near immediately the bus stop after this tunnel. There's a bus stop there, but it happened there was jam. So we had to, be courteous and respect the road signs. It was, there was so much jam at this place that the traffic officer, you will see him there, he was forcing people to make sure they alight the buses a step further away from the Guru Nanak. This place is called Guru Nanak because there's a hospital here. I guess the hospital is called Guru Nanak. So that is where I was alighting, and from there on I was going to board buses to Eastleigh. I didn't record that because I was scared that my phone may be snatched. So yeah, this is the police officer, the traffic officer I'm telling you. He was like telling you, go and light those buses, they are at the front. But Kenyans and laws, paraffin and oil. Paraffin and water, not oil. Oh, guys. So, but this one, he tried to obey the rules, scarcity. So we are lighted here. Immediately from here, I went direct to Isley, and then I got to the shop where I was going. So this is the shop where I bought my machine. You can see myself. I was so happy, like I cried. Oh my god, I was so happy. And then seeing all these beautiful machines, god, like this is how success feels. Like, I don't know, achieving something feels so amazing after a very long time of sacrifices. So he was the one that was selling to me the machine. So here I was inquiring about the overlock machine. So he told me the prices they sell them at. They are refurbished, new ones. So you just say what you want and they offer it to you. So he was showing me the refurbished ones. Those ones there. Those are the overlocks. So I'm manifesting an overlock by the end of the year. I am. I believe it will happen. Yeah. With the hard work and consistency and determination, I believe it will happen. Anyway, so they brought out my new JUKI machine. That is where the head is of the JUKI machine. Wow, I was so like, so excited. I want to see how it looks on the inside. Oh my god, you guys, you have not seen. Like, I was so excited. Everybody here knew how excited I was. So they had to open and make sure that it is the machine that is inside and not something else. So my machine was placed on the table, and I did the peeling of the paper, the lifting, the unboxing, whichever. And there she is. That's how she looks. See how happy I was. And then this is the table, the sewing machine stand and table. They come not put together, so it's your responsibility to make sure that the machines are put together. But before I left, we had to test if my machine was working or not. So the guy, they are I don't know what to call them. My mechanics. So the guy that fixes this machine was trying to fix it for me, put the wheel on, tighten some knots here and there. Everything was put together, and now it was time to check if the stitch is having any issues. And so here he was testing to see what is happening, tightening a few knots here and there. It was proving to have some issues, but at the end it started sewing well. You know, it is a new machine, so what do we call them? The metals have not eaten each other. Like the metals have not frictioned with each other and become soft. So I was told to test, and yeah, the machine was okay. Now it was time to leave Isli. They carried for me. This was so good because I was so stressed. I didn't know from here where or who or what would transport it for me, but these guys were fat, and we came back to Thika after being carried by a bus from Isli. Now this was the bus that we came with. I'm telling you, I was overpriced because of these materials, because of this machine. I was overpriced from Isli to Thika. Oh my god. I don't want to remember. I had to look for a cat guy who would push this for me until I found a tuk-tuk. Now the tuk-tuk took me from Thika town to my house back in from Thika town to where now I stay. And he did a very good job because he was so easy. He made sure wherever he was going the road was very smooth. So you know, the head of the sewing machine is very delicate, so I didn't want anyway we would be shaking it, and then it brings a lot of problems later. So yeah, the machine is home, and thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye guys.